So we have finally arrived at Baltimore Beacon in County Cork. We have headed down for some astro tonight. Basically we're going to go down and shoot the Milky Way. Milky Way core is rising around about, I think it's about 12:30, 1:15, and plan is to shoot. So we're obviously down in the south coast of Ireland. So we've driven down, it's probably six and a half hours down, and it's forecast for clear skies. Now at the minute it's really cloudy. We've had rain, but it is quite windy, and the forecast does say that it is going to clear, so fingers crossed this is not going to be a wasted journey, or it is going to be an epic fail. But what a spot. Look at this here. This is possibly going to be our shooting point tonight. We're going to meet up with a couple of other local photographers later on, hopefully. We've come down probably 4 or 5 hours before sunset just so that we could basically scout the area, have a look around. Obviously we don't know what this location's like, so we wanted to come down and have a look in daylight so that we could try and maybe get a few ideas for compositions. Going to use the PhotoPills app just to see where the Milky Way is going to be later on, and really just plan it, scout it out. Possibly head somewhere else to shoot sunset and then come back here before midnight for the Milky Way. So possible locations for sunset. I'm not really sure this is going to work because I think sunset's more in that way. So what we might do is just go along some of the peninsulas here and do a little bit of exploring. Possibly go to Mizzen Head, which I think is the most southerly part of Ireland, and I kind of really like to go there just because of what it is. Some lovely looking cliffs around that as well. I think there's a lighthouse, so it's about an hour's drive from here, so we might head over there now, see what it's like, scout it out. If it's a bit of a fail, then we can always come back, and we've got loads of time because sunset isn't till like 9:30, I think it is. So yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of a weird feeling to be down on the south coast of Ireland because I've been deciding to come down here for quite a while and it just hasn't happened. And it was kind of a really spur of the moment decision like 2 days ago to do it, just because the forecast looked good. And yeah, I guess it's all going to come down to forecast tonight, because we really do need clear skies out that way there. Milky Way is going to be rising right out in the horizon, so it should be nice and dark. And yeah, hopefully the wind dies down a little bit as well, so that we can be using the tracker and do some nice long tracked exposures of the Milky Way as well. But we shall see. So I'm going to grab a few moody shots of Baltimore Beacon here, and yeah, a few mean and moody shots, and then we will maybe decide about a location for sunset. What an absolutely class place. Really beautiful. So we have jumped a couple of fences. Didn't think we were going to get here, but we've arrived at Mizzen Head, and the views here are spectacular. Look at that. Whoa, there we go. Absolutely amazing cliffs. So dramatic. Lovely side light. Hard to beat. Oh yeah. Excellent. So this has been like a completely random day, because we've come down to the south coast of Ireland, down to County Cork, and basically the idea has been to shoot astro because the forecast was looking so good for clear skies. Now originally it was meant to be tomorrow night. Forecast changed, so we've decided to come down tonight, and we kind of didn't really know where we were going to go to shoot to shoot sunset, and we've come across the Mizzen Head, and really this place is just absolutely phenomenal. It really is. It's just stunning. I'm going to take you through my composition here. It's quite simple, to be honest, because I'm kind of perched on the edge here, as I always tend to be. I'm basically shooting. I'm not shooting wide open. I'm not shooting wide angle. I'm zoomed into about 24mm roughly, which is almost like about 35mm in full frame terms. I'm basically just zoomed in on this cliff face, so the sun's kind of moving around here, so it's kind of creeping into the shot when I was shooting really wide, so I had to kind of zoom in just to eliminate that. And I don't know how that's going to pan out, because the sun is going to slowly start to move around into the frame, but as it gets lower, hopefully we might be able to balance it and get maybe a few nice sun flares and that sort of thing. But kind of looking across here, so I'm pretty much zoomed in on that whole headland, and I'll show you the composition now. And basically I'm just letting the side light kind of do its thing. It's probably, yeah, so it's about 45 minutes before sunset, so we've kind of got into the golden hour here, and you probably can kind of see the colours on my face as well. It's kind of getting to that really lovely soft golden light, and it's just getting some really nice definition and really nice shadows in the cliffs. So camera settings, I'm shooting at ISO 100 f11. Now I've got the polarizer, and I think it's a 6-stop. Yeah, I've got a 6-stop on ND filter, and I've got a 1.2 ND grad. Now the grad is at an angle, so it's kind of coming down that kind of way there, just because of the shape of the cliff line. And at the moment I'm getting about a 6.5 second exposure, which is it's coming out really nicely. It does look a little bit dark, but I'm pretty sure with the Fuji files I should be able to pull that back in post and kind of just lift out a little bit more detail in the shadows. But yeah, skies are clearing really nicely. Like whenever we came down today, it literally was pretty much 100% cloud cover. Forecast was given completely clear skies for kind of 10, 11 p.m. right through midnight, right through the night. So it's 8:30 now. It's clearing really nicely, and obviously we're going to be going back round to Baltimore and shooting kind of like in a southerly southeastern direction for the Milky Way core. So as long as it's clear on that kind of southern horizon, game on. Okay, so we are pretty much nearly at sunset here. The sun is just about to set, and I've just changed things up slightly. Pretty much my composition is exactly the same, but what I've done is I put on a reverse ND grad just to see, because the sun is now moving like a ball onto the horizon, that's obviously going to be the brightest part of the scene. So I'm just I'm trying out this reverse grad, which I don't normally use, because a lot of the time shooting at coasts you've got cliffs coming in from the side, so when you put the reverse grad along the horizon line, it's going to probably be quite noticeable. So I'm going to see if this works, because I've only got a little bit of that bit there kind of coming into frame, so it might be okay, it might work it. I do think it's going to probably retain the detail in the sky quite well, I'm thinking. I've still got the 6-stop on, so I'm getting about 15 seconds at f11 at the moment, and I think, to be honest, as soon as the sun dips below the horizon, that's it, colour's gone, because the sky is pretty much completely clear. So this is turning out really perfect, because we needed the skies to clear for later on. So I'm going to try and vlog a little bit of the astro stuff if I can. Not sure how it's going to work in the dark and how I'll be able to film it, but we'll give it a go and see how we get on. Okay, so basically the skies have cleared, thankfully. We've pretty much got 100% clear skies, and yeah, we're just shooting Milky Way and it's absolutely phenomenal. Really dark down here, really dark. Just shooting out onto the kind of the southern horizon line, and basically what I'm doing is I'm using a tracker, so I'm actually able to be shooting about 4-minute exposures, instead of like kind of like the normal sort of like 20 to 25-second exposures. So what I'm doing is keeping my ISO quite low, so I'm shooting around about 800 or 1000 for 4 minutes, and it's just pulling out so much detail in the core, which is, it's kind of slowly getting a little bit higher in the sky. Probably it's still going to be maybe another 15-20 minutes until it's at its peak, but fantastic. Not really sure that I'm going to be able to vlog anything more, just because this is so terrible in low light. But anyway, I'll drop a few images afterwards, and yeah, hopefully you like them.